and welcome to It's Shrike's birthday, so she's gonna make a video on the game she's currently hyper-fixated on. Welcome to Heartopia, a multiplayer life sim game crafted for creativity, freedom, and peace. Build your dream home, explore a wide range of hobbies, and forge warm connections with friends in a town full of endless possibilities. Hey, Editing Shrike here. I forgot to record the desktop audio for this whole video. So, I do have some background music from the game that I'll be putting in here. I'm sure you've heard it already, but there's gonna be no sound effects or anything. I was very excited to record this video. I was very excited to talk about Heartopia, so I overlooked turning on the desktop audio. I am so sorry. Back to the video. So this game has currently been the game that I've been obsessed with playing. I've skipped out on playing any game at all on my own time to play this game currently. It just came out maybe like a week or two ago, and I'm having a great time with it, honestly. It is just my speed, just my type of life sim, and let's talk about it. The game is definitely very cozy. After the tutorial, which the tutorial is a bit long for my liking, but after the tutorial you could do a lot of stuff. So there are several hobbies you could do. You start out with like fishing, gardening. Gardening is probably the one that I like the most. So fishing, gardening, bird watching, cooking, catching insects, cat caring, and dog caring. Of course, those two are ones that I really like also. So outside of the hobbies, you of course can build a house. You can also dress up your character. I've had a really fun time with dress up. I pretty much buy anything that I think I will eventually put into an outfit. I like buying individual pieces more than buying full outfits, but it's been a lot of fun being able to dress up my character. There is also a gacha here that I haven't used very much because, well, I used it to get these darn elf ears. You guys, if you know me in the elf ears. I had to get the elf ears, but they are kind of stingy with giving us free ones. We got a little bit when we first started, but I have not acquired any new ones since going through that tutorial. So I don't know if they'll give us more for free every time the banner switches, or if we're just getting those free ones from the start and they never give us free ones again. I don't know. This compared to Nikki with the banners, it's very stingy. Honestly, since I don't want to put money into this game, I'm more in the mindset of just, I'm not gonna pull for banners. Unless somehow I'm given free ones. I've got 48 here, but that's not even enough for a draw. Currently, the main things that I'm doing is gardening and cooking. A lot of cooking. I do a lot of cooking. Mostly blueberry jam, which I've gone into doing other jams also, which is fun. I like being able to find the new recipes, finding a new berry or something and being like, oh, I bet I can make jam out of this. There's also little competition, like things that you can go to and invite friends to. I did a bird watching one the other night when I was recording, and it was fun. I had another person there. We interacted. I love that the people are just running around and you can just interact with anybody playing the game. Anytime you load your game, you're put into a new neighborhood with new people. But if you have anybody friend, more than likely if they load into a neighborhood, they will load into the same neighborhood as you. Or vice versa, you will load into the same neighborhood as your friend. Which I think is really cool. One of the things that I don't like though is you have to pay to send a friend request. So I know it deters people from mass friend requesting people, which is stuff that happens on these MMO games. But it also stops me from sending friend requests to people that I think I would actually want to be friends with. So I think the biggest thing that I like the most about this game is the dress up aspect of it. I love waking up every morning and going to the shop, seeing what clothes are in, seeing what outfits I can make. I change up my outfit every day, so it's fun to just kind of get all the clothes together. I feel more free making outfits than in Nikki, I think, because these are more like basic pieces. A lot of Nikki items are very big and showy, so I feel better keeping all the sets together with Nikki, but this one I feel like I can mix and match a little better with. I also like the pets. Well, let me show you my pets. So I got Suki, Ami, and Sai. Suki's my little dog. For some reason, the dog eats 20 times more than the cat does. I just fed the dog this morning, and it's already like so hungry. But the cats don't require like any food. I can't see. I don't think I fed Sai this morning. Where is Ami? Ami I fed this morning. Ami like barely eats. That's a better view. Okay, this is a bad example. Maybe I didn't feed Ami this morning either. The cats have taken significantly less food than the dog. I don't know if that's how it always is, or if that's just my dog in particular is a big eater. I don't know. I do like the pets. I like that every pet has their own little personality. So Sai is clingy and sensitive, Suki is clingy and sluggish, and Ami is energetic and clingy. And don't worry, not all of them are clingy. I just happen to pick all the ones that are clingy. So it's just, don't worry about that. You can get some that aren't clingy. There's been a few that I turned away from because they were like sluggish and indifferent. And I'm like, don't know about that. I don't know a way that you can switch out your animals, so just make sure you pick the animal that you want when you pick them. I had actually picked these two out, and then the next day I went into the animal shop and I saw two, like a dog and a cat, that I would want more than these, and I'm like, no! Although there wasn't a guarantee that they were a good personality. I also really like gardening. A lot of these plants that I'm at right now take a while to grow. I'm currently growing corn, which takes like 12 hours to grow. The strawberries take like 6 hours. Lettuce takes 8 hours. But it's good since I play a lot of it on my phone. I could just go on, harvest the stuff, plant it, shut off the game, and go about my day, because I'm normally pretty busy and I don't have a lot of time to just sit here and like watch plants grow. I think at this moment, one of my biggest gripes of the game is that the shops keep giving me the same items over and over. It said there's over 1,000 clothing items, and I believe them. I mean, I believe them. But it's like having the same set of clothes appear in a shop twice in 1 week. At least wait a week before showing me the same clothes that you just were showing me 2 days ago. I know there's a lot of clothes that you can get through other means. I am not the happiest about it switching from snow to grass to snow. I think it should stay either snowy or not snowy. I'm not sure if they're just having the snow down to prepare for the like winter event that's going to come out in a few days, or if it's to kind of be similar to how snow normally is, where if it gets too hot it will melt, and even though it's winter it might be grassy and stuff. I don't live in the snow, so I'm not quite sure, but it is like, it's a small nitpick. I wish it would just pick either snowy or green, because it's kind of taking me out of it. If it's gonna be winter, just keep it snowy. Turn it green when it hits spring. That is the tiniest nitpick that I could have. I think a big issue that I see with this is all the busy work. You only have 5 quests to do every morning, and most of them are pretty easy. Some of them I complete as soon as I accept the quest because I already have the items. I wish I had more quests. I wish there was more like story to it. Right now when I play, a lot of it is just me doing busy work, picking berries, picking apples, going and getting material, fishing so I can sell stuff. That's what a lot of my gameplay is at this point. A lot of cooking. I have learned how to do cooking pretty well. That's not a gripe. I actually like the way that cooking is. It's kind of challenging. I can get up to 4 burners at one time if I'm really, really focused. But I think there are some cooking items that are just a little too hard for me to do 4 burners, but I could definitely do 3 with all of them at least. Hey, Editing Shrike here. There's a couple things that I forgot to mention about the game that I really hope either gets fixed or changed, or just stuff that I don't like very much. I can't believe I didn't mention this, because this is honestly my biggest gripe with the game. It's that if your dogs or cats lay in your bed where you plant stuff, you can't plant stuff. So I am hoping eventually they'll give us a way to move our dogs and our cats so we can actually plant our food. I'm like, every time I plant stuff, my dog runs into the middle of the planter, and it takes me forever to get her off of the planter so I can actually plant stuff. Along with, you remember how I mentioned earlier, there's 5 quests every day. So those 5 quests are the only way you can raise your levels in the developer guild, which is, from what I've seen, the only way to get new quests. Which kind of stinks, because they only give you a certain amount of points towards leveling up your developers guild level every day. So there's been several days now where I haven't leveled up at all because I'm getting pretty high. So you don't really get new quests or new story until you level those up, and you can't level those up unless you do those quests, and they only give you 5 quests a day, so you can't really... It's like you hit a wall. You hit a wall at one point, and you just gotta keep logging in every day and doing those 5 quests until you level up again, and it might take like a few days, which I don't know. I'm not sure why they did that. I guess it's so they're like water dropping you content instead of you being able to drink up all the content at once. But I don't know, I really don't like it. It makes it so days where I really just want to play, I end up hitting a wall and I don't really want to play anymore because all I have left is busy work to do. I don't know. Okay. Back to the video. Also, you see there's a person right there. Where is she? She's coming right to me. Nope, she's going right away from me. She's gonna pick my apples, yes. Oh, look at the little bear hoodie she has. See, I haven't seen anything like this. There's been a few outfits. Ooh, she's gonna help me. There's been a few outfit pieces that I've seen that I don't know how they get it. That is just so cute. Oh my goodness, I love that hoodie. Also, you see how she's currently restoring my items? I do like that you could just throw out items and you can restore other people's. Like a bunch of people can just stand in the circle and have it restored. That was so nice. Her hoodie's so cute. I do like the aspect of seeing everybody else. I like that when I go and I do the little fishing event thing, I can invite other people to come and do it. I think my cat is stuck in that couch. She has been there for so long. Oh, I haven't even talked about the animals yet. There are tons of animals around here. And actually, as I was playing the other night, I found the otters and I found the capybaras, which is really cool. You give me a bunny, you give me a capybara, you give me a deer, and I'm happy. You can go and you can feed all of them. As soon as you feed them once, you can track where their trough is, so you don't have to go looking for it every time. They each have favorite foods, so you feed them their favorite foods, and they'll be super happy. I haven't found favorite foods for some of these. But just the fact that there's wild animals around that you can make friends with, I love that, along with any other pet. Like if you go to someone else's house and they have a pet, you can interact with their pet too. Let me go to my neighbor, see. Oh, I have no neighbor right now. The other side I do. Let me go to my neighbor and see if they have a pet. It looks like they do. The cat has a bunny outfit? What? What is this? I want a bunny outfit. I wanted to show you that I found the little rabbit hood for the pets, but oh, I was looking for my dog. She's up on the roof. What? Later on, she did teleport back down to the ground. So look, I got the rabbit hood. And I did change my cat's outfit also. I really like the bow. I need to look at the pet shop more often. I didn't realize that the costumes for the pets rotated every day. I guess it's a new place that I need to look every morning. Lehman! Hey! I like your name, doggo. Do you need food? I really shouldn't be feeding other dogs because I can't sustain the dog food that I have for my own dog, but here. I can't just feed you and not feed you, though. And oh! The cat's already full. See, I bet dogs eat just a lot more than cats. That's probably just what it is. At this moment, I feel the need to get on all the time. Thankfully, I can do it on my phone. It's pretty easy with mobile. The mobile phone thing, I am very picky with my mobile phone games. But at the moment, I really like doing it on my phone, which is good because I'm not on my computer a lot. I can go sit out with the baby and play Heartopia. It's nice, and it's a chill, relaxing game, so I can pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. That's really important for me to be able to do since I have kids and I have a pretty busy life. I've barely talked about fishing. I actually don't hate this fishing minigame. I hate most fishing minigames, but this fishing minigame does not, irritate me as much as a lot of the other ones. Actually, the bug catching is what gets me the most. The bug catching is the one that I hate the mechanic for the most. Just give me a net. Why do I gotta send a bubble at it? I mean, really? It's cute, but why? I feel like if you're looking for a very laid-back, easygoing, fun life sim that gives you a lot to do, I haven't even talked about my favorite aspect of it. So you can write stories in it. I think this is very, very unique. You can go and write books to sell to other people. So I haven't completely used this yet. I did make a book. I did make a book. It was silly. It was for a quest. You had to make a book for a quest. So this is what I did. I did put it out. I don't think anybody's bought it yet because it's just this. But I love the fact that you can write. You can sit at your computer. Hold on, let me show you. You can sit at your computer and just write books. And I want to sit down and write. If I can really get into writing a series of books specifically for Heartopia, I feel like that could help keep me going. That, and you can make music and record music on here. There's a ton of instruments. They give you a ton. I got this thing. And then I have a recorder in my room and a guitar downstairs and a piano downstairs. And you can use this record player to record yourself playing. So if you figure out how to play anything on the piano or on the guitar or something, you can record it. So yeah, if I actually start writing those stories and putting out actual books in Heartopia, that could keep me coming. That could keep me going and going. But if they don't start putting out more event stuff, don't start putting out more story stuff that I can do outside of just going around and collecting everything, I do think collecting all the fish will be fun. I do think going around seeing if I can find all the birds, that could be fun, because bird watching is actually something I was really excited about. I have grown quite a love for this game, and I do think it has a lot that it can offer. And it's still very new. It just came out. I can't wait to see more of the clothes. I can't wait to see what other kind of fish I can find. And I can't wait to maybe go out and buy other books. Maybe one of these days I'll just go out and buy a few books and read books that other people wrote. I think more than anything, I like the community. I've not met, but I've played with so many different people since playing this game, and I'm very shy. I'm very socially anxious. So just the fact that I can go and interact with other people without any pressure. You can't chat to anybody unless you're friends with them. So I honestly like that, because no one's saying hi to me and then I'm having to small talk back unless I am okay with it. So if I friend them, more than likely we will have some kind of something going on. So I'm sorry this video was all over the place. I did not write a script. I do feel like I rambled a bunch, but you know what? It's my birthday. Just because it's my birthday, you should like and subscribe. And Try Heartopia if you want to. Let me pull up my friend code. I know I was just saying that I'm shy and anxious and don't want to talk to people, but here's my friend code. I'll put it in the bottom. If you watch this video, friend me. I would like that. Actually, it would be really cool. And if you play Heartopia, let me know. I really hope you enjoyed my rambling. I'm sorry it wasn't more put together, but I just wanted to kind of go into this talking, and I have ADHD, so it's really hard for me to keep a thought going. I hope you enjoyed it, because if you had a good time, I had a good time, and if you had a good time, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.